Hello to everybody on YouTube, I'm Chris Wing and welcome to Review For You. In today's film, Steven Spielberg takes us on a magical journey to Giant Country with the BFG. This family fantasy adventure film, based on the novel of the same name by Roald Dahl, stars Mark Rylance, Ruby Barnhill, Penelope Wilton, and Jermaine Clement. When an orphan girl named Sophie spots the title character roaming around the streets of London at night, he takes her to his secret home, where she must stay to prevent exposing the existence of giants. During this time, Sophie learns that this big friendly giant is not like the rest of his kind, and when their bullying and cannibalistic giant enemies start invading the human world, the two must work together to stand up to them and take them down. Roald Dahl's original story is regarded as one of the best-loved novels of all time. In fact, in a public survey carried out by the BBC in 2003 to find the nation's favourite book, 9 of his works appeared within the top 200. And among them, the BFG was the second highest placing on the list, behind only Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. However, I suspect many might know the story better from the animated film with David Jason as the title character. And fair play to them, as that is a pretty good version. Now legendary director Steven Spielberg brings this tale to the big screen with a blockbuster adaptation budgeted at $140 million, which unfortunately I doubt it's going to make back. And that is a bit of a shame, as this interpretation of the story is a well-made and generally quite enjoyable picture. Reuniting with Spielberg immediately after his Oscar win for Bridge of Spies, Mark Rylance is positively brilliant in the title role, bringing an infectious amount of enchantment and whimsy to make the big friendly giant a very lovable protagonist. Ruby Barnhill is also terrific as Sophie, portraying her with an excellent blend of nervous curiosity that is also mixed with determination and confidence, certainly much more than the character was given in the previous adaptation. This may only be her first motion picture, but this young actress is a star in the making, and should she decide to pursue an acting career, I predict a bright future for her. The supporting cast provides serviceable contributions to the film, but as it should be, it's really all about these two leads. The unlikely pair make a great team, and the interactions they share throughout the story, especially given the title character's jumbled English, grow into a very charming friendship that really makes them worth rooting for. Technically speaking, the visual effects work from Weta Digital once again proves why they're one of the best in the business. The CG used to bring the BFG and all the other giants to life is fantastically rendered, seamlessly blending these characters into the real-world environments without them ever appearing too lifelike that they drift into the uncanny valley. The film's pacing and runtime are major detractors though. Spielberg evokes a true passion for the story, and throughout the movie you can always tell he is doing his best to successfully craft a faithful adaptation. The downsides to this mostly come not from poor direction or storytelling, but are instead inherent to the source material itself. Roald Dahl may have penned some of the greatest children's books ever written, but generally his stories weren't very long. The books were usually pretty thin, the text moderately sized, and a fair chunk of page space was taken up by illustrations. And something I have frequently noticed with film adaptations of his work is that as a result of this, they've often had to either pad the storylines out or add extra original material, as there just isn't enough available to cover a feature-length movie alone. The BFG is no exception in either version, as even at just under 90 minutes the animated movie still felt strained at times. This one clocks in at nearly 2 hours, and while it's never really boring, it does feel long. A number of sequences are drawn out far longer than necessary, sometimes to the point where I think some younger children might start to get restless. The other disappointment is that when the film reaches its final showdown between humans and man-eating giants, the execution is ironically the complete opposite. It feels very rushed and anticlimactic. For all its faults, the BFG still succeeds thanks to Spielberg's passionate direction, the 2 lead actors, and the heartwarming sense of wonder with its storytelling. It could have done with a tighter edit and a more satisfying conclusion, but for its faithfulness and updates, fans of the novel or animation will likely enjoy this one as well. A good choice for a rainy Sunday afternoon, I'm going to score it a 7 out of 10. And that's my review for you on the BFG. This is one many people seem to have missed, but it's definitely worth seeking out. If you did see it though, as always, I would love to know what you thought, so please feel free to leave a comment below. And if you liked this video, then please be sure to like and subscribe, and follow me on social media to keep up to date. Until next time, I'm Chris Wing, and thank you for watching Review for You.